This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Our Chinese bike brand set to take over the bike world. In a market of increasingly expensive road bikes, buying direct from a Chinese bike brand might be an option for more of us in the future. But what are your choices? These are companies that want to be taken as seriously as any of our more familiar bike brands designed closer to home. Now, it's no secret, of course, that most carbon bike frames and wheels are already made in China and Taiwan, and it has been this way for about 30 years. One report in 2020 says that 97% of bikes sold in the US were imports, which is just incredible. But type cheap Chinese bike frame into a search engine or here on YouTube and you find loads of people have been buying random unbranded carbon frames for years. But these are a risky purchase. There's no guarantee about the quality, they likely don't have a warranty, and if you have any issues, sending it back is a bit of a nightmare. So you really are taking your chances, and that's not what I'm talking about today. Oh no, these are proper bike brands by people who own their own factories and usually have gained loads of expertise from making bikes for more well-known bike companies for the last 10, 20 years or more. And these are brands that should be safe and trustworthy. They have decent websites and prices in your local currency, and many of them offer free worldwide shipping and have a decent warranty as well, which is good because the one thing the brands all have in common is you buy direct. And that's great for your wallet, of course, big savings on offer, but it does mean a bit of a wait for your frame to arrive from China, and it's just that, a frame. Few of the bike brands here offer complete bikes, yet you sure as heck can't get one of these from your local bike shop, but that might change in the future. There's no reason why not. So let's dive in with a roundup of some of the best Chinese bike brands you can buy right now. Let's start with Elves for no other reason than I've just reviewed their brand new road bike, link down below in case you missed it the other day. Actually, Elves is a good place to start for you UK viewers, as there's now a local team in place and they are starting to carry a limited stock of frames and even complete bikes, which does address the biggest hurdle to buying a Chinese bike brand, the delay in ordering from China. You also get free delivery and pay no taxes as well, and they also have distributors around the world. So Elves is really working hard to make it as easy to buy one of their bikes as it is a Trek, a Canyon or a Specialized. Like most of the brands in this video, Elves started out making frames for other bike brands until 2016 when it started its own brand, Elves. It now has a tidy range of road bikes, aero, race, endurance, no gravel or mountain bikes though, which is a shame. And the Vanya Pro Disc I just reviewed is a UCI approved frame as well, so that's a nice peace of mind and means it's perfect for racing if you're that way inclined. And £4,000 for a complete bike with Shimano Ultegra Di2 and carbon wheels is a lot cheaper than a Specialized or Canyon, and shows what value for money there is on offer here, as well as first class design and manufacturing. There's also a 5-year warranty as well, which is comparable to many other bike brands we're all familiar with. Yoeleo is a slightly odd name, I know, but another brand trying to appeal to Western consumers. And last year I rode and reviewed the R12, the aero race bike, and was very impressed with the performance of that bike. It definitely did everything you want from a bike like that. This is another UCI approved frame as well, and I know that sticker carries a lot of weight in certain markets around the world. And the frame with a handlebar and seat post will set you back $1,500, which is pretty good value for money. They also do complete bikes as well. You're looking at about £5,000 or $6,200 with a Shimano Ultegra group set, but it's quite a bit pricier than the Elves I mentioned earlier. Warranty can be a concern when buying from China. Now here, Yoeleo offers a 6-year warranty, which is pretty decent. 5 years is fairly standard, but you can upgrade to a lifetime warranty for $300. For comparison, Specialized offers a free lifetime warranty with all its frames. And how good that warranty actually is when there is no kind of local bike shop to take the frame back to is anybody's guess. And that's something, an area the brands really do work hard on. Okay, we are halfway through today's video and time to tell you about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that makes it super easy and simple and quick to create your own professional looking website. And honestly guys, it really couldn't be any easier and simpler than this. And there are tons of templates to get started with, and everything can be customized to your heart's desire with a nice drag and drop interface. And you can build a website for anything. An online store if you have a bike shop, a cool bike brand, online classes, a photo gallery, or start blogging. There are tools for literally everything. So if you run any kind of business, then Squarespace is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Get yourself a new website right now and get a free trial. Use my special link down below in the description. And if you enjoyed, there's 10% off your first purchase with my special code on screen now. Right, let's carry on with today's video. Winspace is probably a brand you have come across and probably even own a set of its hyper wheels, which have made the brand very, very popular with cyclists over the last few years. I reviewed their wheels a few years ago as well, linked that down below. They also make bike frames as well. They have a climbing frame that weighs a claimed 780 grams, which is very impressive and as good as many Western brands, a Trek, a Monda, SLR, a Special Atomic SL8, that sort of ballpark. Though it's worth adding that's for a size medium without paint. Add paint and you're up to nearly 1 kilo. So that paint definitely adds a lot of weight to the frame. Warranty is just 3 years though, which isn't great, but a frame does cost $1,500, which is a very competitive price point. Far from the cheapest in the world, but good value I think for the performance and weight you're getting. There's also an aero bike of speed as you're using the cycle and a gravel bike as well, which does look really smart. Seka is another brand with some smart looking bikes, but are often quite a bit pricier than the others in this video. But their top of the range XC frame set, which costs $2,000, is a claimed 775 grams unpainted or 860 grams painted for a size medium. So pretty lightweight. And that compares really well to any mid to high end carbon frame from a Giant, Canyon or Trek. Also one of the few brands that offers a lifetime warranty with its frames as well, which is worth bearing in mind. As a frame in this company that most looks like it came from the design department of a Western bike brand, in my opinion. It's without doubt the best looking frame in this video by far. And a host of modern details on the frame and some smart colours on their website to choose from. Really is top notch. I am very impressed indeed. If it had a more familiar name on a down tube, you wouldn't think twice at all. And not being unfair to the other bikes in this video, but they could all do with a bit of inspiration from what Seka is offering here in terms of design and the paint finish, really elevating the Chinese bike brand to another level and really does go toe to toe with the more familiar Western bike brands. ICAN is another Chinese bike brand that makes a range of affordable priced frames and wheels. The frames are branded Tri-Era. Let me know what you think of that name by leaving a comment down below. And they have a range of colours to choose from. And if you really want, you can have a matte black logo free frame if you're embarrassed about buying a Chinese bike brand. The best thing about buying from ICAN is the price. They are the most affordable in this video. $930 for an aero looking frame with a carbon handlebar, stem and seat post, the cheapest of the offerings in this video. It's a UCI proof frame as well, so hopefully no corners have been cut in the manufacturing and design of this frame. And at 1,000 grams for a size 52, it's not as light as Western counterparts, but not exactly heavy either. And it gets a ton of good reviews as well on the website. If that frame is too expensive for you, then the A22 disc brake frame is just $730, which is about £600, I reckon. And that's very, very tempting indeed. What do you think? Should I buy one and build it up as a project to see how it rides? Let me know in the comment section below. Finally, let's not just focus on carbon fibre. If you fancy a titanium road bike, well, most of them are actually made in China. And Serk is a brand trying to offer another way to owning a titanium bike. And if you want a classic road bike with rim brakes, I know lots of you do, well, here you go. They're still catering for that customer. But this A30M, the flagship bike in the range, is an all-road bike with full integration and looks as modern as it gets. They're spaced with 35mm wide tyres, it has a T47 bottom bracket and a very sleek carbon handlebar and fork and looks really, really good. It's also reasonably priced too. A frame set is around $3,300 or £2,600, and that's pretty good value for money for a titanium bike with full integration, which is becoming increasingly popular and compares well in terms of price against the likes of Moose, Enigma and Riley and so on. So there we are then, a roundup of some of the most interesting and important Chinese bike brands you need to consider if you're in the market for a new bike. So what do you think of this selection? Is your next bike going to be a Chinese bike brand like this? What do you think? Let me know by leaving a comment down below. Love to hear from you as always. And if you want to see my review of that Elves Bannier Pro Disc, then watch the video up here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by hitting the button right here. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again very soon.